Back to the scene of the crime.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Check it again.
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
This is creepy, Kyoko.
Examine her carefully. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way!
Stop being creepier.
Probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do
What is
it.
this bullshit gender shit? Just one of the boys do it. Why the fuck not? Sakura do what she want.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
But it could be gay.
Okay.
In my hopes peak. I hope so.
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
That's about to get weird,
Her
isn't it?
entire body? I know you say that, but what? This is... What is this?
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
What?
This girl is
Is what?
a boy.
She got a dick. Chihiro got a dick. Okay. Good, we cleared that up.
See, so she was actually a he.
Oh, this is gonna get awkward, isn't it?
Thank you for confirming this fact.
Okay, real quick for anyone watching. I'm a trans non-binary person. I was assigned male at birth, came out as a trans woman, and now as non-binary. This shit feel kind of funky right now, just saying.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Ben,
This is all just very weird.
it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Why is this so weird?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Yeah, because you had all our info. Shut the fuck
Chihiro
up.
Fujisaki was totally a guy.
But then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, no, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
You're fucked up. Get the fuck out of here.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
I guess on the plus side, it's not a trans person being a murderer joke,
I do
so...
apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Okay, well, again, we have no confirmation from Chihiro, who is now dead, what they properly identified as for now. So, I'm gonna use they for now.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
Okay. Actually, a guy, and that crossed my mind.
Because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Yeah, true.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Sex is male, but yes. Gender and sex are two different things, just so everyone knows. Sex is what you're assigned as, you know, genitals, secondary characteristics, typically including male, female, and intersex. Gender being more of the thing that comes from the mind, meaning non-binary, cis, trans, all that lovely stuff. So for anyone who doesn't know, that.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
Also, if it does turn out Chihiro is just a boy who did not mind cross-dressing, that does not take away from the fact that they were a man in that sense. If that's what they were comfortable with, yes. But again, I have no confirmation from Chihiro at this point telling me one way or the other.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
Yes.
The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Yes.
Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
I think in that case it was the fact that Chihiro was seen as a girl by everyone else, so keeping them in the girls' locker room would have made the most sense for everyone's mind.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity.
This is the most titillating situation.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Except who killed them.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
But remember that A, Byakuya did not know the fact that the brooms had been moved. And B, Byakuya seems to have been just as surprised by this information.
Very interesting.
Yep, okay, thank you.
He's off in his own little world.
Yep.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
No.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Yes.
But
I don't think he killed them.
I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
I am, but things have changed.
Just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Yes.
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room,
Yep.
it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
I don't know why, but hearing them say actually was, like, it's just so, I don't know, off-putting some way. Like, if they're just saying, like, oh, that Chihiro was, like, a guy, would be one thing, but, like, saying actually just sounds so mean.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Yeah.
Mark it as...
You and Toko are annoying the shit out of me at this point.
He's right. I am not the culprit.
Yes,
I just
thank you.
happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter
Because
it.
you're fucking weird, dude.
You fucking with us right now?
No,
Nope.
I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
I love that he doesn't swear. Like, he's that kind of person who's like, it's below me to swear.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
Because Byakuya is insane and wants to make things more interesting.
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important. wouldn't
Alright,
you
yeah,
say?
you're right
Now
there.
then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
Yeah, we gotta do some digging now.
Seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
Yep,
Because
and I don't
if
think
we're
it's
wrong,
Byakuya.
we all die here.
That's true.
Byakuya's just
Very
a
well
twisted
then.
motherfucker.
I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's
What is with
discuss
these
this all as a
people?
group one more time.
I
We
guess-
still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, Chihiro. Well, if Chihiro's more comfortable with the boys and wanted to get stronger, then it makes sense that if they were meeting in the boys' locker room that night, they might have tasked a boy to come with them to work out with them. Since we know it wasn't us, and definitely probably not Byakuya, because he doesn't seem like the type, that leaves Fumi, who, judging by surprise, also probably not, Mondo, Taka, and Hiro. Right? I think I'm counting everyone. And about the killer. The killer is about to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer's a guy. This crime scene was the boys' locker room. You'd need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to be a guy. That's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Yeah, I think that's the only guys we have left. Right?
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
No.
Sure, if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
You think?
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Okay, I'm gonna wait.
Over. It's all over.
Because that might be it, but
You
I'm
want to
gonna
know
take
who saw the victim?
it. The killer?
The killer! And only the killer!
No! Haha, Celeste saw them! Okay, good thing we waited.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you?
No.
That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Because just like everyone else in this insane fucking school, no one likes to tell anyone anything.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
So many of these problems would be probably just solved by having some more open communication, which I understand most people not being, seeing as they're all like teenagers and shit, but still.
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
That seems likely.
Jacket in a duffel bag. But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And
Good
that
idea,
is
yeah.
when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
I'm kind of in a hurry, meaning they might have
Chihiro
had
told
someone to
me
meet
he
soon.
was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Ah, because they didn't want to reveal, I see.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much, enough, so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Track jacket.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Why? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy
Yes.
for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Okay. What about the killer? It's hard to believe. Alright, time for another showdown. Celeste account. Alright.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
Yeah.
He was on his way to go exercise.
Yes.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
Yes.
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
This.
Because exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Okay.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the...
No way.
Okay, I need to take a sec to think through what we just saw. So, they're talking about the tracksuit, the specific one. He said black, Uvumi said no, and Hiro said white. Are we gonna have to take one? Because I don't think Celeste's count's gonna make a difference in any of that. I'm really confused on this one. I don't know. Alright. I'm gonna let it go and see what we do. Because he mentioned
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
Yep, okay.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! It matched the one...
So, what you're saying, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as...
Okay, that. Yeah, okay, good, got it, good, okay.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
Oh! She never mentioned what color!
She never said anything about the...
I didn't even notice that, I gotta be careful.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
Blue.
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you
Ah.
tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Aha!
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely
Yep.
disposed of by the time...
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility. Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He
Uh-huh.
walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
Except Celeste said that they'd shoved it in a duffel bag.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
Stuffed it in the bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. Yep. Like that. She was gone. Cool. Yep.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. You just ran into him briefly. You couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Yup.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
How? Bro! How?
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why?
What?
What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question. There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
Yeah, when we talked to him in the locker room.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
That is pretty fucking crazy.
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you?
Mondo, no!
Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
This does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
What?
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
What?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Yeah, when we save the day.
Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
No time to back out now, buddy.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away?
Apparently.
Fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Okay. This belonged to Chihiro. Chihiro's is missing, right?
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the
But
murder.
Monokuma said you have to be real. You have to hit it in a really specific spot.
I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not.
Nope.
They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
Abso-fucking-lutely there is.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
I have to figure it out. Getting its weak point.
I got it!
You told us about
You
earlier.
already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that?
Of course I do.
Sure, maybe I let that slip. But I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession,
Then
then
someone found out the weak
Then
point.
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the
Mondo's
weakness
still very
is,
mad.
right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
Yes.
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Oh, not very good.
Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
She got a point.
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long. it
Like
will
Mondo's,
simply
because he didn't take his
melt
uniform
and
off.
Totally break. I flippin' knew it.
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna. The
Oh.
temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh?
Little bit.
Because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed direct, that layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Okay.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Same here.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna,
I always love how people
then the
freeze.
killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
Which means Mondo said broken when he did the thing.
How'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
But not for us.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness?
She knows way too much and doesn't reveal shit until it's crucial.
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
So does that mean that they broke theirs, took Leon's as a test case, did the same thing, realized it worked, and then broke Chihiro's?
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
We do!
I might know someone who did.
Mondo.
Seriously? I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
That's the sauna. That's the sauna. It was... Mondo!
Here's my answer.
Cool belt buckle. I never noticed that before. It's like a
Mondo,
lion head.
your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Because we know it's true, Taka!
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember?
Yeah, it was only a couple nights ago.
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
I don't know if that's the school uniform just because everyday clothes, but yeah.
But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I don't believe it either, but it proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Oh god, what do we gotta do now? Another bullet time, okay. Here's handbook card reader. Oh, Jesus. Alright, let's do this.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Yes.
If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Yes.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Okay, so we have card reader Chihiro and the broken handbook. His works just fine. With the broken... He has Leon's! Okay, okay, I know it.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
If what he says you broke your own, in other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves that...
Well, my goddamn handbook works just...
Fuck you, buddy! I got you caught!
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
Oh,
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own.
Smart!
Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's
I just thought he experimented with it. Oh, damn.
Wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon.
But doesn't
Yes.
that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
We've already been over this.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student.
Yep.
It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
All right.
Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
Ooh, I think we got him caught.
Come on, tell him he's wrong.
He can't.
You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong.
Oh damn,
You
Taka's
know
in denial, not his boy.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
So we're doing the thingy now.
That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Closing argument. Let's fucking go. Alright, so. Came, Celeste found them. Some blood. Alright, so be this one. Okay. Moving on. Says hi, puts it away, and runs off. He gets to the room. This and then this. We run into Mondo. We start putting stuff away. What's next? So maybe this, I guess? Blood splatter. Then they remove everything, okay. So now I think it's that the blood got on the picture. And Chihiro's dead now, so then they start moving everything out of here. So I think that's what it is. Okay, yeah. Alright, so then they start moving everything. Okay, I'm gonna wait for that one. I have a bad feeling about this one. So then they roll up the carpet. Take down this one. It's Byakuya. Okay, so this one all has to be Mondo stuff so far. So then the girls' room is where we're going. I'm missing this. So that's before they go in, so it can't be them moving the stuff. That, I don't know. I'm really stuck on that one. So now let's move on to Byakuya. Byakuya discovers the body. Has the rope, ties them up, writes Bloodlust. And Act 5. This. Maybe this. Maybe this. Yeah.
The killer is you!
Let's try this. I think I got it right.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Alright, we got it right.
Something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
I'm so nervous about this one, dude. Tucks it in. Move on.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
Yeah.
She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Okay.
Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, good.
It's likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro,
and bah!
And attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Moving on. Murder.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Yeah.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster.
Damn it. Okay. Alright, so this one. Could be that one. Hold on. I got this. I want to take this one back, because I think this one might be this. But I might be fucking wrong. Or had... Fuck. I'm gonna try that and see if this is right. Okay, I'm glad it just picks up.
Then remove.
Okay, nope. Alright, fuck. Alright, cool. Makoto's the guilty one, isn't it? Yeah, alright, cool. We fucked up. Yeah, it's Makoto. Why would you vote for me, though? That makes no sense. Yeah, I think we got it, finally.
Let's take a...
Alright, so we'll just skip through this.
Last
So I'm a
night,
fucking idiot.
That's...
Okay, so... Blah, blah, blah. Go through this.
She made... But how could the...
Except unless your hero was actually a guy. Blah! Oh no! Alright, moving on. Okay, so... Nope, nope. Good, yes. Okay, so... Yep, bludgeoned. And it got splayed on the poster, hit the floor. Now we're unsure. Oh god, it was heat of the moment.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the...
Okay, yep.
Which is why the killer then removing the blood...
Yep. Thank god! Oh my god, fuck this shit.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall.
For just such an
Using
occasion.
those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Then we change up the locker rooms.
And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work.
Yep. Everything's been changed.
They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
Yep, definitely a legal term right there. For sure. Byakuya being a little
Could've been the end of
devious.
things. But no, Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
So you're a little fucking dick.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library. And then he got to work.
Fucking weirdo.
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Yep. Okay, good. I got this one
Around
right.
the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna.
I'm gonna guess that Mondo had access to the garbage room or something.
There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
Okay, thank God. Alright, we only fucked up
Just as
once.
the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
The killer is Mondo!
Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Shatter.
Wait. No. This can't be right.
Except it is!
Yeah. Where's your evidence?
We just showed it to you.
Evidence. You need proof.
We just showed it to
I
you.
need proof. You can't pin any of this on
We just showed you the proof! You can handle the truth, buddy! Early in the trial, somehow where Mondo's handbook is right now. It really won't become clear. I'm just mad. Oh, ah! Fever time and nega time. What the fuck are these? During a battle time, if you press the RB button, fever time will activate and tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. But you can push A, Y, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts you until the focus gauge runs out, so that makes the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if you only got access to... Well, it'd be fair if only you got access to special time rights. So we've also prepared something called Nega Time that your opponents can use. Opponent activates Nega Time during the bullet time battle. Your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate Fear Time at this point, never mind, I'm not sure nothing would happen. No, I don't know what I was worried about. That's surprising. If your action difficulty is set to gentle, well then good luck and have fun. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Now we gotta convince Taka that his boy's a murderer.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you. False. You're corrupt. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote.
Alright, thank God.
Show me this should prove.
Fuck you! This Nega Time's just gonna drive me absolutely fucking insane.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's coming clean.
I killed him.
Damn. That's that. God damn. Oh man, my score is gonna take such a tank. Guess we still did decent.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with.
Damn. I respect that he's
Ask
going
for
out
the
with honor now.
Damn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
We all know it's gonna be Mondo. This time now I am fucked up. Oh, there he is. This one sucks, but I really like him as a character. He's an interesting dude. I feel bad. Oh, here we go.
What?
Oh, this time it looks like you got it right again! It is so, the Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Awada! In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. Maru, you need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence to allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of this matter, the murder this time, is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can fast forward the text. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. You hear things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, become the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. I'm not able to say anything about even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex started to take a deep root inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. For all this world's survival of the fittest, if you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of this embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro's actually a boy!
Hey,
That was something Chihiro just couldn't let anyone find out about, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. All that those surrounding him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma would have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
But...
I just don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Knowingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
That was my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to make immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his body and mind. Sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it'd be good to ask for someone's help. He didn't want to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yep, it sure was! Biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro promptly figured even if he confided in Mondo, his honor to make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was a very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help me get some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
Must be why Mondo did what he did to keep that promise he made to Chihiro. What he did? I mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls' locker room.
Indeed.
That's exactly what I mean. Is that to cover up what he's done?
Certainly.
It had been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The purpose to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep a secret?
Because
if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone had been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, this fuse would immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed. Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
That's what triggered it after all. Possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
It's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone. It's impossible!
Don't make me repeat
How many
myself.
times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standards, the height of folly. If you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. While we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? Embarrassing memory and secret, do you want anyone to know?
Hey,
Do you know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother! Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraffs across the country tremble. And the only reason that he had a chance to escape a biker game in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Awada. Mondo had nothing but respect for his brother because of Daya that Mondo even got a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his own family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of a starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. Before anyone knew it, he had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two is younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. When Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. Kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya's created his gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Someone like that BR leader, all I'll do is make the gang look bad. So every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why...
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta
Don't
win.
fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. On the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. During the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... Yikes. Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course, he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid, the rest of us up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's a team, you and me, put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone it was his own weakness that caused the accident. And as a result... the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose his big brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I
I'm strong. Strong. And yet... as soon as our killing games began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely, the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secrets. Monaco killed his own kid brother, or his own older brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. That and everything else would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it would all have been for nothing. So that's why I... Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, I had filled up with kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. That's right around then. Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. Right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Huh? Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I want to change. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of myself forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. Like he was exposing lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what, you're saying I should just say it?
What?
Saying if I really am,
What?
I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was jealous. Jealous of Chihiro's strength. The strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. The kind of strength I'd never had. I was jealous of him. That jealousy broke me.
What?
You making fun of me? Strong, you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What do you want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back and let my secret revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Tell me all that. You're trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
I really admire you. Admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
I am strong. Strong, I'm strong. Strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch!
And stronger than Daya! No man heard anything after that. I woke up again. He was laying at my feet covered in blood. Thumb in my hand, and I was just staring at him down on the ground. Hey! I killed him.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. Certainly so aggressive, so angry. He had that weak side away from everyone. That was a secret. Weakness that lived in a heart like his and turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Look at him! You see him? You're all just like him! Or a secret from the past for a memory! For that he killed another living human in cold blood! He couldn't get free his own regrets from the outside world! He doesn't know what true strength is! You hope anywhere in there? Cause I sure don't! You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead, say that again, I dare you!
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. That's what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Awada, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
I said wait.
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Damn. That was the most heartbreaking one we've seen. I'm so intrigued by these giant backs on these, like, motorcycles. He's got the fucking delinquent hair. Cage of Death. I love the animation of these, though. As fucked up as they are, they look so cool. I just want to know how the motorcycle is still going. That shit's fucking weird, dude. Yikes. That's just fucked up, man. That's just really fucked up. They just made him into butter. What the hell? Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. You can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. And lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. I'll just let it happen. Damn. Like a sad scream invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course, he had to. Disappointment. It's the end of the game. Byakuya.
What is this?
Completely insane. You know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, but this game is life or death.
Hey,
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that.
however,
I just don't understand why. Why go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it's made things more interesting. His voice was calm, motionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime room, too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be
I don't
done.
particularly care. Please continue. Night grew late, and I decided to return to my room just when I stumbled upon him. Spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. What? You actually witnessed the murder? I was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying you knew the culprit from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed, if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? What a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. That's why I decided to lend a little helping hand. Thought it would liven things up. Did that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene?
But...
Damn, man, if you hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course. After I turned and looked me in the eye, I feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone I never did. Now I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I decided to become blackened, I'll know who I have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
That was your reason. You satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey,
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
I'm up next.
you...
You like to perform these elaborate executions, you use time, correct? Question is why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, the spare, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this spare is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair. What do you mean? 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 Mean. Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to stand alone as Victor, and then everything will be revealed to me. The noble son of a noble family, surely you understand me. Ooh, I think this is sort of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up, I've never stooped to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm gonna find you and kill you, understand?
In the name of my family.
Name it Tsugami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up!
Ooh, so cool. If you like the main character of a video game or something, no trash mob for you. Whatever it takes, I'll kill you. Ooh, temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Monokuma's laughter peeled through the courtroom and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. He knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. Those of us who were still alive, or whose fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in the hell and more of us future than us. All of our courage, all our effort, our friendship, it felt like it was mounted to nothing at all. It was kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
Ooh! There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? 16th high school student, I mean.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Ooh. Shit's getting spicy up in here. End. And we're down to end of 10. Crazy. To be fucking continued. Cool, we got a present. Yes, I would like to save my data. Just override this. Yeah, we'll just override it. I don't really care. But that is where I'm going to end for today. Thank you so much for watching for this. I real quick do want to address the whole, like, Chihiro thing. Because we never at any point get it directly from Chihiro's mouth. We at no point ever get completely. But it seems like what I can assume is Chihiro was just cross-dressing to make himself more or to avoid his fear of his own masculinity that he felt he lacked because everyone said he did. So in other words, he was kind of given a complex because of the society he grew up in. So it seems like he was just a cross-dressing person, to our knowledge. But then again, we don't know, because he also probably very much not could have been offered up the whole all of, like, a ability to express himself in a full way. But it seems like man might have been something that fit him, and it just also been a source of discomfort. So, at the end of the day, don't really know completely, because, like, anything like this, it is glossing over so many identities and stuff because of where it's coming from and their own views and stuff, and the, like, major stream of who's in power and stuff in, like, different countries, including places like Japan. So yeah, looks like he, him pronoun seems like that was what he would have preferred at the end of the day. But that whole, like, I want to be stronger, so where it says when people say you're a boy, doesn't matter, that's where I get really kind of iffy, because, like, that sounds like something a trans person would in a way say in the, like, pushing stuff down. So it doesn't give us enough of an in-depth thing to really kind of look at it. If people don't like hearing this, I don't really care. This is my stuff. This is what I'm going to talk about, and it's part of my own identity. I carry my flags very proudly right here. Got non-binary, this one, bi, trans, all important to me, and they're all stuff I don't mind talking about. So if anyone wants to talk about it, feel more than free to leave comments and try and talk. But if you are being a jerk, I will just absolutely get rid of you. In other terms, thanks so much for watching. I can't wait to get back to more of this. I'm sorry it took so long from the last one. I've just been busy. But yeah, thanks for watching. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to do all the following and all that stuff, just so, like, we can keep this going and make this something I can dedicate more time to. Because it's really fun. I love being on here and streaming and putting stuff up on YouTube and all that. It's really fun, but I hope y'all have a great time, great evening. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you later. Bye.